Shalom, everyone. It's your girl Sophia, Spiritualite, and we're here for our nightly prayer and reading. Of course, we meet every day, twice a day, to see what messages we can obtain from the angels by going to the cards. And the tarot is the Torah, so it's all good in the hood. We try and keep these to about 30 minutes or less, and we'll do this for about a year, 365 days, and see what we can learn from this process, and then we'll see what the Most High says about continuing. So first, we start with our prayer, then we read our psalm, which for the evening is Psalm 16, and following that we do our reading and a little closing. All praise to the Most High. All glory, all honor, and all might is assigned to you and to you alone. We thank you for everything. We know we have nothing without you, and we understand that everything that we have is because of you. And therefore, when we are given the option, we will turn what we have back over to you so that we may be a living sacrifice. We ask for permission to speak with the angels for just a few minutes so that we can emotionally prepare for what's going to happen for the next day. We can get some good messages when we go to sleep, and we can better do your will. To the earthly mother. O divine mother, illumine me with divine wisdom. Vivify me with divine life. Purify me with divine love, that in all I think and say and do, I may be more and more thy child. We thank you for being with us. We thank you for walking with us. And most importantly, we thank you for guiding us each step of the way. To the angels, the archangels, the council of 12, the council of 24, the 42-letter name of the Most High, the 72-letter name of the Most High, the 144-letter name of the Most High, all the angels from up top, we thank you for being with us. We appreciate all the work that you've done. You guys are doing a great job. We really appreciate that. And we ask that you give us a message that's easy for us to understand, and that we can ascertain some usefulness in our coming day. So with that, let's do Psalm 16. Preserve me, O God, for in thee do I put my trust. O my soul, thou hast said unto the Lord, thou art my Lord. My goodness extendeth not to thee, but to the saints that are in the earth, and to the excellent, in whom is all my delight. Their sorrow shall be multiplied that hasten after another God. Their drink offerings of blood will I not offer, nor take up their names into my lips. The Lord is the portion of mine inheritance and my cup. Thou maintainest my lot. The lines are fallen unto me in pleasant places. Yea, I have goodly heritage. I will bless the Lord, who hath given me counsel. My reins also instruct me in the night seasons. I have set the Lord always before me. Because he is at my right hand, I shall not be moved. Therefore my heart is glad, my joy rejoiceth, my flesh also shall rest in hope. For thou wilt not leave my soul in hell, neither wilt thou suffer thine Holy One to see corruption. Thou wilt show me the path of life. In thy presence is fullness of joy. At thy right hand there are pleasures forevermore. All right, so we've got our Rota Mundi deck, which again, I will always say is an advanced deck. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just that you will have to do a lot more work to understand it if you have no familiarity with the tarot cards, but if you are familiar, then this deck will be very, very helpful for you, and you'll be able to get a lot out of it. We'll probably use this deck forever until another one that's as intense as this one comes out, which I'm not even sure is possible. This is quite an intense deck. So we're just going to, actually that's the wrong one. There we go. We're just going to shuffle our cards and ask the Most High for permission to speak with the angels. We acknowledge the earthly mother. And We ask the angels to come and give us a message that is clear for us to understand, that we can easily understand, and that will help us to prepare for what is soon to come. We thank you for everything. We say you guys are doing a great job, and we really appreciate it. Y'all saw me shuffle the cards, right? I just want to make sure everyone saw me shuffle the cards. We have the Knight of, I think this is, the Knight of Wands, again, for the second night in a row, which means it's in the same position. It's in the same position. No, yesterday it was in the present position, and today it's in the past position. So we are moving it through, but we got this same card again. This is the Knight of Swords. All right. It's just going to be one of those things. All right, our next card. All right, we got the Chemical Wedding. The Chemical Wedding. I don't know what card this is yet. It's the Queen of Wands. Sticks or whatever it is. And our third card. It's the Five of something. Obstacle from outsiders. Five of something. We'll see what it is, the five of, in a second. Oh! Well, there we go. It's like I have these cameras, right, but they won't allow me to hook them to a tripod, which I have tons of tripods, but it is just not one of those things that is tripodable. So, anywho, let's let you see the cards for a second while I pull the books. There we go. Which I already have the book out. And, of course, I always use the book because I'm doing readings for myself every day, and I'm doing readings for the nation every day, and I really want to make sure that I don't miss anything. And by using the book, I feel more comfortable in the fact that I'm giving the answer that is the best, and not just whatever comes off the top of my head, which is sometimes right, but it's just I like to have a double check. It's just for my own sanity. So this first card is the Knight of Swords. And we had this card yesterday, y'all. In the future position, and today, the present position, and today it's in the past position. So, and I think I associated this card with the Most High. No, Yeshua. So it says Night, Sun, Salt, and Body, which represents the Vav and the Tetragrammaton. It shows a man wearing armor and holding a banner. Behind the Night, the Hebrew letters are arranged according to the divisions in the Sefer Yetzirah. The letters of the Tetragrammaton are mystically interpreted to represent the Father, Mother, Son, and bride disciple are linked to the court cards of king, queen, knight, and page. In alchemical symbolism, the king represents, the knight represents the body because the knight does the will of the king and the queen. The spirit and the soul work through the body and is a vehicle which the intentions and desires manifest, and is the chariot of the spirit. Those who follow the knight are the salt of the earth, and they represent the will of the king and queen being manifested in the world. All sacrifices are required to be seasoned with salt. And like I said yesterday, Gentiles, please use more than salt on your food, all right? Salt, pepper, onion powder, there's a whole lot more spices. You got it? Anyway, salt is a preservative and a sweater. Those who serve the king make the world a nicer place. Their souls are preserved in accordance with the covenant of salt. Like blood and water, the salt, which is physical actions, is a key element in one's salvation because the water and blood work through the body. So, again, this is kind of like Yeshua. When this card shows up, it's heavy, big brother, energy, which is good. I mean, I'm always glad when our older, wiser brother shows up and gives us some knowledge. That can never be a bad thing. And this is a very non-aggressive thing. He's just chilling. So hopefully he's here to just chill and not here to rain down fire. But if so, may the Most High's will be done. All praises. So, but yeah, this is definitely Yeshua showing up in our reading. So let's look at the Queen of. Show y'all the cards again. Oh, actually, this one. All right, now we're going to look at the Queen of Wands. Oh, that's not. The Queen of Wands. Here we go. The Queen of Wands. The image on the Queen of Wands card is the Philosopher's Stone. It shows the union of the Red King and the White Queen, the Sun and the Moon, resulting in the Phoenix being reborn from the ashes. The banner at the top reads something which translates to increase and multiply, and is a reference to God's first instruction to Adam and Eve. The instruction was, be fruitful, multiply, and subdue the earth, which is in the picture, but they didn't say it in the book. But we know what time that is. It also depicts the alchemical process, starting with the black raven advancing through the white swan, standing in a cubic stone, and the male and female parties coming together to be reborn as the phoenix rising from its own ashes. So I think that's a good sign for us, especially in the present position. That means we are going through the birthing process, and our older, wiser brother is here to keep a watchful eye out for us as we go through this birthing process, which is fairly scary to anybody who has any sense about what is happening and what is going on. So this is good. We got the big brother on the scene to keep an eye on us as we birth through this, as we rise from the ashes like the phoenix. I also think this might be indicative of more fire judgment on the earth. The Hebrew Widow did a great video about the fire judgment that's been going on for a while, and so that kind of reminds me of a dragon, which makes me think of her video. So I'm thinking there might be some of that too going on, and just judgment in general, because the white queen and the red king are standing on the earth. They're subduing the earth. So that means if they're subduing the earth, we have to subdue the earth. So I think it's also a good reminder that you need to master your element, whether it's earth, fire, wind, or water. And then, like I said, there are sub elements within the major elements. And one day I'll talk about that. I'll try to remember to pull that information. But I'm a Virgo, and so my sub element within my main element is water. So I'm a water earth sign, and all of the signs have a air whatever sign. It's one of them they don't have. You have an air of your sign. You have a fire of your sign. Oh, no, you have an air of your sign, you have a water of your sign, and you have a fire of your sign. Earth is the only one that doesn't have a specification within the other ones. Earth is one all of itself. So the Capricorns and Tauruses and Virgos are the only ones who have that earth element. Everyone else, they've got something else and something else. Sometimes you have air signs, sometimes you have fire signs, sometimes you have water signs, but you don't have earth signs. It doesn't work like that. So and if I can remember, I think that's in the 777 book. But anyway, so back to this card. That was kind of a tangent. Yeah, you have to subdue the earth. So I definitely see subduing of the earth in it, and not just the earth. Look, there's people holding up the cards. There's people holding up the earth. If you can see right here, there's actually people holding up the earth. So You have to subdue everything that comes with that. And again, that goes back to us needing to prepare ourselves, prepare our spirits, prepare our minds to be able to do that. So I definitely invite people to go and check out Sister Pat's video and Big Judah's videos that they did today, so that you can get a better understanding of what that means. And I'll put those in the description, and I'll also throw in the Hebrew widow's video that she just did about the fire judgment, and because I kind of see that in this card too. So the last card is a 5 of something. Lord, that's why I said this is an advanced deck, because it doesn't say what it is. I know what it's not. I'm thinking it's swords. Yes, 5 of swords. Even though there's no swords in that picture. So this is the 5 of swords, the last card. Let's see. All right. 5 of Swords. The description on the 5 of Swords is titled Obstacle from Outsiders, and shows a fool being tempted by things of the world. It shows a man dressed as a fool who is taking advice from a demon on how to find worldly success. How many people like that do we know? The earth has the horizontal and vertical lines described in the 8 of Cups card, but instead of a cross on the top, the head of the fool is being placed over the entire world. How relevant is that? The 4 of Swords represents being tempted by a woman's folly, and the 5 of Swords represents temptation by the devil, a male tempter, similar to the temptation of Yeshua immediately after his baptism. When interpreting these forces in a reading, they could represent an internal struggle against one's sinful desires. The 4 and 5 of Swords might represent temptation by human males or females. When assigning meaning to nondescript cards by using the tetragrammaton method, the 5 of cards shows the hay in a second cycle, the hay of hay. The lesson of this card deals with discernment as to what has actual value and how one defines success, because whatever someone's treasure is, that is where their heart also will be. That's Luke 12:34. And Luke showed up in our reading yesterday. So Luke 12 actually was in our reading yesterday. We got the card that was Luke 7 through 12. The fifth Sephiroth is Gabora, which addresses the concept of judgment. People are expected to use good judgment, and eventually everyone will be judged according to the choices that they make. All right, so now I understand this reading. I'm going to put the book down. I'm going to let you guys continue to look at the cards. So, our big brother is here. Right. And now we are being born, rebirthed from the ashes. But as a part of our rebirth, we are still going to have the temptation to do what our ancestors did, to go right back to what they did. This is why dealing with your past issues and all that stuff that the brothers and sisters were talking about all day yesterday is so important, because if you're foolish when you get your blessing, like I said, I've been burning this lamp. It's already on this is Saturday. So we're on 3 days of burning this lamp for a portion of the Most High's fortunes to be returned to us, so that we have more time to worship him. Now, you can be foolish like the Gentiles, take the blessing that he gives you and do something else with it. Turn it in to try and trade it up for the world, instead of being, you want to always increase, of course, but there's a thin line, a very thick line actually, between increasing and taking over. These Gentiles didn't want to just increase. They wanted to take over, and that's why they are suffering so tremendously. So you have the opportunity right now to, instead of going down the path of your ancestors and trying to take over the world, to take what you get and serve the Most High. And our big brother is here to warn us. This is the same temptation he had, and he overcame it as the night, as the sun. He overcame it as the salt. And we also, as salt, as our brother, we have the option. We have the opportunity to rise from the baptism of the world, and you can see that in the chemical wedding is a mixing of things. We can rise from the baptism, from the ashes as the phoenix, and serve serve the Most High, or you can be foolish and make another deal with the devil as if the last deal you made wasn't bad enough, and go back to loving this world more than anything. So it's a very, very clear reading with this, and this card is in the future. Literally 3 days ago, our the Yeshua was in our present position. So 3 days later, he's in our past position, and now we are going to have this temptation. So we can pretty much expect within the next 3 days for this temptation to come back up. So I don't know what YouTube is going to do. I'm assuming it's going to be with them because we pretty well failed the first one with the numbers and stuff. And I would say that was a failure because we should have just ignored it altogether, and address it in one day, and just keep it pushing. But it was very, very shocking, and we it was just very shocking. And when something is shocking, you do just tend to talk about it. So we really have to take this now we have a very good, clear warning. We need to take this next set of things that comes up, and we need to do our best to just ignore it, because unless it's going to end up with the Most High's dollarinos being in the pocketinos, it just doesn't make any sense to pay it any attention. We really just want to ignore whatever it is if we can. So the choice is yours. The choice is ours. We need to make good choices. We have all the skills to make good choices. We need to make good choices. So just keep that in mind as things start to unfold, that if we do not make the good choices this time, there's not really going to be another chance. So we do want to just get it right. We know that our older brother had a few chances. He had a few chances, right? We're not going to get a few chances this time. We got to get it right out the gate in the best way possible, as much as possible. So last night we had the Knight of Pentacles, which was Luke 7-12. So that showed up again in our reading. And we had the Knight of Swords, which is this one. Yeah, we had the Knight of Swords yesterday. Freeze! We had the Knight of Swords yesterday, y'all. Okay, wait. This moves the timeline up. So that means literally tomorrow we are going to have something, which is going to be Sunday, Shemesh. We're going to have something really, really incredible happen, and we need to temper our emotions. We have to temper our emotions. It's going to be really bad if we don't. That's no joke. We have to temper our emotions, because we got the Knight of Swords yesterday. And then yesterday we got the Four of Pentacles, which was the Most High. So the Most High is still in the midst, but it's a lot of us making decisions, and the Most High is watching from outside. He's watching from the past to see if we're going to get it right this time. And Lord willing, I'm going to get it right. I don't know about anybody else, but whatever it is, I'm going to try and hold my peace. I'm going to try and manage my emotions on Sunday. I'm going to be as nonchalant as I can about all of this. And also, 4th of July is coming up, so that energy is probably rolling in, and we don't want to get all wrapped up in that and what the Gentiles are doing. So if we can. So definitely just keep that in mind. This is a very, very serious pull, but I'm really, of course, first, thank you to the Most High for allowing us to speak with the angels for a few minutes. Acknowledgement to the Earthly Mother for walking with us and guiding us through this process. And thank you to the angels for giving us the message in a way that we can understand, in a way that's clear, in a way that we can be prepared for what is coming next and manage our emotions. So first we're going to do our blessing of the self. I hope you guys are noticing that these readings are starting to flow together, and typically that's what happens. And That's why I correlate the night to the night and the day to the day, because you can see more of the storyline is in the deck that you use. So if you use a bunch of different decks mixed together, like some people do, you can't get a cohesive storyline because it's a little piece here, a little piece there. You get a storyline, but it's kind of like all over the place. So that's why I don't mix decks. I treat them with a lot of respect, and we try and honor each one for its individual contribution to what is going on. So we're going to do the blessing of the Sephirot. Of course, this is in the Book of Immediate Magic, Part 2. It's like page 10 or something like that, right in the front of the book. Blessed be the light beyond all being. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Blessed be the breathing of origination. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Blessed be eternal wisdom. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Blessed be omniscient understanding. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Blessed be perpetual compassion. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Blessed be almighty justice. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Blessed be transcendent beauty. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Blessed be unceasing victory. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Blessed be surpassing glory. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Blessed be infallible foundation. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Blessed be all life throughout the kingdom. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Baruch Shem Kavod Malchuto Lo Olam Vayed. Blessed be the name of his glorious kingdom throughout eternity. Harashem hu Yashazir Lanu Avodat Biet Ha-Mikdash Lim Koma Bim Hira Beyamanu Omen Selah. May the merciful one restore unto us the service of the holy temple to its place speedily and in our days. Amen, amen, amen. Selah. We ask the spirits to go in peace. I invite my beloved viewers to be at peace, and always remember that the Most High is your peace. Shalom, everyone, and we'll see you for the reading tomorrow morning.